Hey y'all, it's Corey with Everyday Man, doing everyday reviews for everyday people. And today I'm gonna be installing the ceiling fan into my youngest son's bedroom, and I'm gonna show you how it's done. We'll get with it right after this. So during the recovery of the storm, everything getting put back together, all of our ceiling fans and lights in the house got ruined. So I'm basically replacing everything. And what I've got here is a kind of modern 3-bladed fan with a built-in LED. And with these types of fans, they're DC, so they come with a power supply. So there's a lot of wiring that's not on a typical ceiling fan. So what you want to do is you want to follow the manufacturer's instructions, because all of them will be different. You put the blades on, you put the housing on and everything. And then this power supply for this particular fan comes with plugs, so I can unplug the wires and have everything pre-wired. And all we're gonna do is match color for color according to the instructions. So our blue, typically on a ceiling fan, your blue is gonna go to your light, which this one does. And here's the plug that's gonna go to the controller. These are the 3 wires that go to the motor, and they have their own plug. And these will go to the power, the black and the white from the house, the 120 volts. Now, if you're concerned about it, the 3 plugs will be different, so they will only fit into their corresponding spots. You can't hook them up wrong, but please refer to your user instructions. So what we're gonna do is, now that I've got this fan together, I have followed the instructions, and I actually had to, because there was quite a few moving parts to this little guy. We're gonna move into the bedroom, and I'm gonna show you guys how to actually install a ceiling fan. And it's gonna be a whole lot easier than you think, and maybe you can save a few bucks and go ahead and try and tackle this job yourself. We're in the room now, and what I have is I've got 2 black wires, which would indicate 2 hots and a neutral. So on the wall, we have 2 light switches. Now our new fan is only gonna require 1 switch, 1 power wire. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna locate the hot wire that is on the light switch closest to the door. So that will be the only one that he uses from now on. So it's gonna have 2 switches on the wall, but we're really only gonna be using 1. So we're gonna pull out the meter, and we're gonna connect to each one of these, and then we'll turn the switch on. And so right now, we're sitting at 4 volts, which is nothing. So Kyle, go ahead and turn on one of those switches. And we still don't have anything. Turn that one off and turn on the other one. And now we've got 120 volts. So turn it back off, please. So we're back at nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the cap back on this one. This was the switch that was further away from the door, so I don't want to use this black wire. So now, just to ensure that I'm correct, I'm gonna check this other black that's in the box. And so let's check this other wire for voltage. And we're gonna make sure that this one is on the switch that is indeed closest to the door. So we're at 4 volts. Go ahead and turn on, Kyle. And we are at 120 volts. You can see that? All right, turn it back off. So we're back at 4. So now there's 2 ways you can do this when you're hooking it up. You can go ahead and turn off the breakers in your panel, or you can just leave the light switch off. Either way, it is safe to do. Now, if I couldn't see the light switch personally with my own eyes right here, I would probably turn the breaker off. But I'm in kind of a small bedroom. I can see the light switch is off, so I feel it's safe to go ahead and proceed. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna hang up our hanger. This is gonna be where the ceiling fan hangs from. So, now what we're gonna do, let's see, we're gonna get our neutral and our hot on the same side. Let's pull it out this way. So now our next step is gonna be to go ahead and hang the fan. And then we can hook up our hot and our neutral. And we'll plug in all the wires to the power supply. Can you hear me, the fan? All right, now this is gonna be really easy. Just simply stick it in there, and there she goes. Now, we have our black and our white from the fan. And we're gonna hook that up to the power supply. Or to the wiring for the power supply. You got that wire nut I dropped? Thank you. I need to get this white wire way out here. And I ain't real sure if I got enough slack. Oh yeah, I do. Maybe. Let me relocate this ladder. Or go from the other side. I don't know why people tend to cut their wires so short in electrical boxes, but they sure do. But we can make it work. All right, so now we've got our power hooked up. All we're gonna have to do is plug in our power supply, which I think I left in the living room. So let me go grab that. Okay, now we got our power supply. We're simply gonna match up the plugs, which should be pretty easy. There's our first one. Our ceiling fan motor is gonna go in this little one. And here's our fan. So, now this power supply is supposed to fit in this enlarged box. Some kind of way, I don't foresee that happening. Oh yeah, yeah, it'll fit. If I can touch up this black wire out the way and my neutral, I think we'll be able to make it fit. Okay, now because they know there is a power supply that's got to fit, they do make the surround extra large for this thing. So that's good, because we're gonna need it. We're gonna need all the room we can get. All right. Kyle, can you go get my Phillips screwdriver, please? So one of the big issues with having these power supplies is that it just creates for a lot of stuff in these boxes. And it can be a little hard to fit in there. But we got it. And now we're ready to try out the fan. All right, we've got our ceiling fan up. We're gonna put this plastic lens cover on. And that's it. So now all we got left to do is test it. Now it's got a remote, but we also have the fan switch, the light switch. Go ahead and turn on the switch. All right, light comes on. And we've got a dimmer mode, which it does, it dims it. And then we can turn on our ceiling fan. Let's see if we can, oh yeah, it puts out some air. So guys, wiring a ceiling fan, the wiring part is really easy. Sometimes fans can be finicky, they can be hard to put together. But the fact is you can do this at home without hiring anybody to do it for you. I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you gained the confidence to put up a ceiling fan at your house. And until next time, I'll see you on Everyday Man. It does blow.
Yeah, I mean, look at the curtains.